What's going on, guys? Project here along with Hulk Rock, and today we're discussing something that's actually really exciting. So, lately on the internet, there has been a Twitter account, and the Twitter account is supposedly made by the Russo brothers. Now, these Russo brothers are the guys who are responsible for directing the Captain America movies, and they'll be directing the next Captain America 3 sequel, Civil War, coming in 2016. Now, what's really interesting about this Twitter account is that they have been uploading pictures of just like things, and they're obviously like set like props and like images from like the set of the filming of Captain America Civil War, but there are some very interesting pictures that obviously got our attention because, like I said before, we're making a video about it. Now, they have uploaded some pictures of what looks like it is the new design Spider-Man costume. Now, this costume, I mean, there are really like super like close-up shots of the costume. I'm sure you guys can see them right now, and just like judge for yourself of what they are exactly, because like the second image is definitely a superhero costume. You got like the black colors, you got that pattern, and you got kind of like that glossy finish stuff like that. That has like Spider-Man written all over it. Now, we know for a fact that Spider-Man started out with a black and red costume in the very beginning. Like when he first was issued way back when, he had a black and red costume, kind of like Miles Morales right now. And we're trying to like speculate on how different this Spider-Man costume is actually gonna look. Now, I have my own opinion about what exactly we're seeing in these images, but let's first hear what Hulk has to say.
Radio project. So from what we can see from the new pictures from the Russo brothers' secret Twitter account, or uncommenting for their pictures Twitter account, we can see that there are some lenses for I would assume for the costume for the Spider-Man lenses. So like I
Mhm.
guess a moat, just showing his eyes since Tom Holland will be covered a good portion of the movie. Plus, we get to see the red and black Spider-Man suit, which is a strong possibility that could lead up to the Spider-Man suit. So from this, I'm kind of happy because like we're not going down the roads of Spider-Man 1 through 3 and then Amazing Spider-Man 1 through 2, where it was sort of like some that weird texture pattern that you could see. It was like that weird leather. It was spandex basically, but it had that weird texture to it where it looked like it was functional but not really comfortable to breathe in.
Right.
I
Yeah.
like this what the Russo brothers are doing with this Spider-Man and Marvel and Disney, where it looks like it's an actual fabric. From what I want to see from Civil War and Spider-Man movies onwards till however long, is I want to see the Spider-Man costume like it's supposed to be in the comic books. It's supposed to be like a fabric. Sure, there are exceptions to each rule, and there's Spider-Man's gone on and made millions of different suits that have different purposes for. But from what I want to see from these first couple of Spider-Man movies is like the fabric, where like Tom Holland, Peter Parker is in the middle of a battle and he like gets like a majority of his suit torn. I want to see like multiple of the same Spider-Man costumes of this red and black fabric, like just torn, because that's sort of how Peter Parker started off. I mean, he would tear up like hundreds of suits in a course of like 6 months. So that's what I kind of want to see from this new Spider-Man, is that yeah, Peter Parker is young. He's been Spider-Man for however long, a year, a couple months, or however. And I want to see this like fabric where it's like really like low key Spider-Man. Like this is a 15-year old kid that like either sewed this or like combined a bunch of different fabrics and made this or got this from a friend basically. But I would like to see how like this is something that is believable and not like Spider-Man one, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man, and then the Amazing Spider-Man movies, where they were sort of well, yeah, Peter Parker made them, but it seemed like it was like so out there that it didn't seem realistic. Like that's what Disney is doing. Disney and Marvel is doing. They're making this Spider-Man a bit more realistic and more closer to the comics. And so I'm thankful that this possibility is strong that this could happen for a Spider-Man. So I don't know what you have to say for this project, but go ahead and share.
Well, there's a specific picture of what looks like is an island, right? And the speculation about this specific picture is this island's going to actually show like Spider-Man like emotion, like eye emotion, and uh, my theory on this is just like I don't really know. Like, is that really what they're trying to do? Like, are they really just trying to completely redesign the Spider-Man costume and make it completely new to something we've never seen before on the big screen? Which I'm all for that. I'm completely behind that 100%. But the fact of the matter is, it's just like I don't know
Hmm.
exactly how I feel about having like facial Spider-Man mask
Hmm.
emotions. You know, like
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, like, you know, whatever they do, I'm sure is going to be awesome because, it is Marvel Studios and everything they've done so far has been amazing.
Yeah.
Um,
I agree.
but it's just like, how much different are they going to make this Spider-Man costume? Because here's the thing. So, my theory is it's basically like we're going to discover Spider-Man in the Civil War, and I believe that, like, that's going to be when like in that movie or maybe like towards the end of that movie, Spider-Man will be recruited into the Avengers team.
Hmm.
And I'm thinking that maybe at that point they'll give him a new suit. Because like I mean
Yeah.
everyone who's ever joined the Avengers has always gotten like an
Yeah.
upgrade,
Tony
what I mean?
Stark's made
Like
him
like
new
Tony
suits.
Stark
Yeah.
got like his suit upgrades,
Yeah. Yeah.
Captain America
He's
got
made.
his armor upgrades,
Yeah.
Black
Tony
Widow
made
got
that.
her
Yeah. Tony made
upgrades,
that very clear in
and
Avengers
yeah, everyone
2 that
has
he's
gotten their
made
upgrades.
everybody cooler. Yeah. So more than
And
likely, Tony Stark will give the Spider-Man a new suit. So yeah, that's without a doubt going to happen. But continue.
so I'm saying that like I'm thinking that what we're going to do is we're going to see like a really like homemade like Peter Parker homemade like Spider-Man suit that looks really cool and awesome, but it still looks like it was made by him. Like like he like
Yeah.
worked on it like in like his warehouse or like his garage or whatever. Um, but like my speculation is like I just don't know how I feel about the eyes because like for me like the Spider-Man eyes are, like the most important part almost,
Hmm.
and my personal favorite Spider-Man eyes were the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Spider-Man eyes because like those for me like they looked awesome. Like my least favorite Spider-Man eyes were probably the sunglasses Spider-Man eyes in the Amazing Spider-Man 1. I was just like, yeah, like, I don't like that. Like they're so small, like they're like
Hmm.
gold. Like what is this? This isn't Spider-Man. Um, but like for me, like I'm just super super picky about that, and sometimes I'm kind of like, not so enthusiastic about big changes, about characters that we all know and love. Um, but I think that I'm ready for something different. I'm ready for like a new, completely redesigned Spider-Man suit that we've never seen before on the big screen. Even if they decide to change the colors, like even if they make like a red and black Spider-Man suit, like that would blow my mind. Even like the creative director of Sony Marvel Studios, he said that this suit will blow people's minds, and I'm just like, okay, well, your mind can be blown in a good way and it can be blown in a bad way. So I'm hoping that it's going to
No,
be
it's going to be the
really.
good way. It's
I
going to
hope
be the
it's
good
going to be
way.
really good. I'm really hoping, but I mean, like I said, I really like the fact that they're taking a new approach on this. I like the fact that they could be going back to the classic, just original black and red.
Yeah,
That would make me so
that
happy.
would be
That would make
amazing to
me
see.
like thrilled because that'd be an awesome look to like an awesome brand new Spider-Man look. But the only thing I'm just kind of wary about is the eyes. I don't know how I feel about like showing like emotion
Hmm.
because like like when you look at Deadpool, like with his movie, like they put like I don't know if you guys seen the set pictures for Deadpool yet, but like they put like CGI like sensors around the mask when Ryan Reynolds was acting in the costume to animate the eyes and like put emotion in the eyes. Now with that, like that's Deadpool. I understand that. That makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
But with Spider-Man, like he's actually wearing like a mask that has like
Yeah, of course.
physical goggles like attached to it, and I just don't know how I feel about if they're like blinking at me. Like I don't think I'd like that. But like I said, you know what? I'm really excited about this new Spider-Man take, and I think it's gonna be great. Um, like I said, I'm worried about change, but sometimes change can be a good thing. Sometimes it can be a good thing.
Right?
Hoping
Right?
this situation is gonna be.
Like this Spider-Man could end up with motion eyes or like goggles. I mean, they do look pretty huge. I mean, this could be like outside goggles for like Spider-Man's eyes, like like huge, like sort of like steampunk type of goggles. Like he puts them on and puts them off for whatever reason.
Oh gosh, no! That's horrible. That's horrible. Stop.
Because
What the heck?
it'd be like the manga
What?
Spider-Man, where it's like like more street orientated, like he's
What?
running on rooftops and like parkour and free running and whatnot. Like he's got like goggles and like
No,
he lifts it up and you can see his eye colors.
dude. This is
You can
not
see
the
his
Scarlet
eye
Spider-Man.
colors, and it's
No.
like it's just
No,
like
no,
he's
no,
like
no,
he's
no.
like he's like new and like green to like all this like superhero business. So he's like he wants something like that's functional and like that portrays like his generation. So he's got like the short sleeves and like bandages on his arms and gloves and these goggles, and like at the end he gets like the classic Spider-Man suit with like a tech upgrade from Tony Stark. But like I could see that. I mean, like it's like really street looking.
I'm
That'd
not
be pretty
in favor of
cool.
that
I
at
mean,
all. I
that'd be
am not
pretty.
in favor of that at all, dude.
Honestly, I would. That would be pretty cool to see. Like just as a starter, like that's his starter suit in Civil War, and then afterwards it goes to like the classic red and black, like full Spider-Man, because Tony's like, hey kid, you need like an official suit, not like these clothes, because somebody's bound to find out that you're a secret identity as easily as we did. And then he gives him like
That's
a Spider-Man
another
suit.
thing about the Civil War. Okay, so in the comic books, the Civil War story is all about secret identity. Basically, like there's a superhero like act that just had been initiated by the government, where all superheroes need to reveal their secret identity publicly. Now, basically, in the comic books, Captain America was on the side of keeping everyone's secret identity private and not for the entire world to see. And Iron Man was like, you know what? I'm fine with showing everyone who I am, because you saw that in the movie. Like
Go
at the very
Iron Man, pro registration.
What?
I'm siding with pro registration, man. Iron Man.
Yeah, it's just like he took off his mask at the very end of the movie. He's like,
I am Iron Man.
it's just like, yep, that's what happened. Like Tony Stark has no fear whatsoever when it comes to revealing his true identity. But the thing is, though, when we watch the movies, everyone knows who everyone is, though. Like publicly, everybody knows who Captain America is. Like the Black Widow's like her complete secret identity, her past was like completely released. Everybody knows that Bruce Banner was a scientist who is now the Hulk. Like Thor's just Thor, like there's no like
he's a blonde guy.
that dude with the hammer, that's just who he is. I mean, when it comes to like freaking Hawkeye, like nobody cares who Hawkeye is.
That's hurtful. That's hurtful. Hawkeye led the Avengers in the second movie. He stepped up.
Here's the thing. So like I don't really know exactly how they're even going to stay true to the comic books and as far as that's concerned, because like in the movies, everyone's secret identity has been revealed. So like how exactly is this Civil War even going to work out? Like are they even going to have like the Superhero Registration Act like they did in the comic books to start the entire Civil War in the first place? Or are they just going to completely do something different? Because like I said, with like the superheroes, like in the movies, everyone already knows everyone's identity. So I don't really know like how they're going to even do that story. But I know for a fact that like when it comes to Peter Parker, like he definitely wants to keep his identity secret, which makes me wonder like is he going to be on the side of Captain America or Iron Man? That's a big question. Um, I'm really hoping he's on the side of Captain America because that would just make me happy.
Mm. Of
But you know,
course.
I would love to see like some super like sarcastic, funny battle between Spider-Man and Iron Man in the movie because that would make my life at that point. Like I'd be happy and nothing could ever break my happiness at that point.
Mm.
Um, but what's your opinion? What's your opinion, Hulk? Like what do you think the story of the Civil War is going to take? Like what kind of turn do you think it's going to?
I think it's gonna take like a new and original turn. Like it's going to have the basics of the Civil War, meaning there's a pro rag, which is Iron Man, and then an anti rag, which is Captain America, and then they're gonna fight each other with Captain America's Avengers that were established in the last Avengers movie, and then Iron Man's Hawkeye and Black Widow and possibly Spider-Man because I kind of
And
want Spider-Man on Iron Man's side, but and some other people. I would assume new people as well, but I know for
Black Panther as well.
yeah,
Is gonna
Black
be.
Panther. Black Panther would be in
I
there.
don't know. Like, is he going to be like an announcement character, or is he actually going to be in the movie? Because like this is the first time we've ever even heard. I mean, because like in the Avengers 2, like we were in the same place where like we were like in like the African village area where the Black Panther like originated from. But like that's the only kind of reference we've ever had of Black Panther so far. But like in this movie, like are they going to actually just reveal him like head on, like with a suit and everything, or are they just going to like keep him behind the scenes and be like, oh by the way, there's Black Panther? Um, it's also like the same question they could do that with Spider Man. Are they going to like put him in the movie or going to have him in the background? I'm hoping that they just give everybody what they want, and we all get to see all the superheroes just go head to head in like a massive battle. Because, like I said, that would make everyone happy. I don't know why Marvel would not want to do that. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I mean, like in the Civil War in the comic books, the only thing that's different from the comics, or actually a major thing that's different from the comics and the movie, is that there's not like 500 superheroes fighting each other. There's just like less than 20. I mean,
Right.
if we're counting everybody, including the Netflix people, because by that time we will already have Daredevil and Jessica Jones, and we know for a fact they won't be in there until after the Defenders movie, which comes out in 2017 ish, 2018 on
Uh,
Netflix.
Does that have like an actual official release date,
Yeah,
or is
yeah,
it
it's aimed for 2017, 2018 because they're
okay?
trying to push for Iron Fist in 2017 with Luke Cage. They're doing two for two for the Marvel. So Daredevil and Jessica Jones. Jessica Jones comes out August, if I remember correctly, late August,
Of this year?
and yeah, this year,
Oh wow.
yeah, yeah. So Jessica Jones will be coming out this year, and then after they do the second season of Daredevil comes out along with Luke Cage, and they're pushing Netflix and Marvel and Disney are pushing for Iron Fist to come out next year because they want to make their Defenders movie. But
Hmm.
at the latest, they're going to make the Defenders movie at the 18th, which is going to have Iron Fist, Daredevil, Jessica Jones coming together and
Now,
making a team.
is this Defenders movie? Is it going to be like a Netflix exclusive movie, or is it
Yeah,
going to be
yeah,
like
it's a
released in
Netflix.
in theaters?
I don't know. I mean, they might release it in theaters, but it's a Netflix exclusive because
Okay.
it's signed to Netflix because it's their
Right.
characters. So, but it's a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So
Right.
it'll be 2017, 2018 before we see them like really interacting. Because right
Mhm.
now they're like just building up their core nature. But I mean, it would be great to see them in there, or at least like a reference or something. But I mean, we've got Martin Freeman who's in the Civil War next year, who's going
Hmm.
to like do the till the land for Doctor Strange, which Benedict Cumberbatch may or may not have like a secret cameo in there or something towards the end. So you never know. I mean,
You could have like a post-credit scene.
I could see a post-credit scene because he's coming out. I think 2017, if I remember correctly. It's 2017 when Doctor Strange comes out, and so I would understand that he'd come up. He'd be in the Marvel universe somewhere in that time because we get 2 Marvel
Benedict
movies a year.
Cumberbatch with a goatee. So that's just like I'm trying to picture that in my head right now.
Just look at the fan art, man. Just look at the fan art.
It's interesting how they pick Benedict Cumberbatch of all people. I mean, I love Benedict Cumberbatch.
Choke on your lies!
He's amazing. Every single thing he's been in. Like I love him in Sherlock. He was amazing in Sherlock. It's just like I'm trying to figure out like how exactly like is he really like the Doctor Strange like persona like. For me personally, that would be my first choice. But honestly, like I said, Marvel seems to know what they're doing. And that's Doctor Strange is definitely not a series of comics that I know personally a lot about. But I mean, like I said, like he's being like introduced. He's gonna be put in the Avengers. So, I mean, I guess I will know a lot about him in the future. I did do a little bit more study and research about him. I know, like my dad used to read a lot of his comic books back in the day. But for me, like he's never been like really like a big part in my like comic book reading library.
Of course, he's in a loose sense he's a lot like Sherlock because you know he's basically the Sorcerer Supreme, so he's in charge of all the magic in like the entire universe. He's the protector, like he's the guy that like opens and closes the door. So there's like sort of like an arrogance to him. A bit, but like there's like a humbleness and like maturity because he's really earned this role, and so he's like maintained it for so long. So I would understand they would pick Benedict Cumberbatch for that because as Sherlock he's sort of like this guy that knows everything and can do everything better than everyone. So I can understand like in this Doctor Strange movie when they establish him it'd be an origin story of sorts, and then when he like fully, or I wouldn't, maybe not an origin story, but like maybe his like first couple of years or something like that, and then him eventually joining other superheroes eventually. But on the point of the Civil War, there's not that many heroes out there. I mean, unless they like hid like 20 other people or something in their Civil War, which could happen, and really we're getting like more than just Black Panther and Spider-Man and Martin Freeman, the possibility of Benedict Cumberbatch on the side of Iron Man. I don't know what all will happen. I mean, there's not really like any superheroes because like the Civil War was started because a bomb blew up. One of the superheroes blew up and killed like over 500 people, and so everybody was like, "Well, we kind of screwed up, and we should have had these people held down and under our thumb with their names and their PO boxes on paperwork." So Iron Man sees it as himself to be like the front man for that, and Captain America's like, no, we gotta keep their identity secrets to protect their loved ones, and so they fight. So I mean, the possibilities for what could be done are endless, but there's also a lot of questions. But again, like you said, like we've both said, is that we trust Marvel and Disney enough to know what they're doing, to know that in the end result will be far better than what we could possibly come up with. So that's what I believe.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, we will be satisfied and we'll be happy with whatever they produce, even if they make Spider-Man goggles that have emotions. Which I really hope they don't.
Goggles! Goggles. That's the keyword of the day, is goggles.
Goggles.
Hashtag Spider-Man goggles. Hashtag his suit has like his eyes showing. It's just like cut out, and he puts the goggles over.
Would you please stop? This is putting such horrible images in my head right now.
Come on, baby, let's get ridiculous. Come on, baby, let's get ridiculous. Come on, baby, let's get ridiculous. Come on, baby, let's get ridiculous.
I like these images in my mind. I like these images, and he's got like a backpack too. Like he
what?
I will temporarily press pause on my movie.
This is why you are not the costume director for Spider-Man.
Great costume director.
This is why.
Once more,
Only
Marvel.
reason why.
I am free. I believe this at the drop of the hat. Call me up, Marvel. Disney. You can find me. Trust me. You can find me. I'm sure. You're Disney and Marvel can do anything. But yes.
This would be an
Yes. Goggles and Spider-Man. That'd be awesome. But you know, it's just a dream. It's just a dream.
It's just a dream.
That could be
A bad
reality.
dream.
That could be reality.
Nightmare is what I like to call it.
It could be reality. Hey, this might be Marvel listening to me saying that, hey, I saw Butterfield wasn't Spider-Man, but hey, we got Tom Holland with goggles. So hey, it just goes to show that you can't eat your cake and have it at the same time. So
Wait, what? It's like you can't eat your cake and have it at the same time.
no, like you have to make a choice. You can either have it and like make it as a trophy, or you could just eat it and like not have a trophy cake. So that's how that saying works.
I'd rather eat cake.
Well, guess what? I'd rather have the trophy because at this point, that's all the choices I have. All the choices. That's my last choice.
All right, Marvel, you know what you're doing. If you guys go with the googly eyes,
Or the goggles. Or the goggles.
the googly goggle eyes, I'm okay with it because I know you'll make it work. But yeah,
So, this is Project and Hulk Rock signing out. And remember, stay in school, don't do drugs, and winners, do not smoke weed.
right.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you later.
Remember, like, comment, and subscribe, and put in the comment section what you would like us to talk about next. I
do
mean,
that.
we've had like a bunch of Spider-Man.
3
episodes,
Spider-Man
obviously
episodes.
you
This
can
is our
tell. You
last
can tell we like comic
Spider-Man
books.
episode.
Oh, this is definitely
This
not
is
our
our last
last
Spider-Man episode.
This is,
until
I
after
promise you guys, they're
Spider-Man
not last.
comes
It's not our
out in
Spider-Man
Civil War
episode.
next year. Don't listen to
Because
him.
we
Listen to
love
me. You can
Spider-Man.
trust me. Listen to
Everybody
my
loves
voice.
Spider-Man.
Choke on your lies!
But
You can't trust
go
me,
ahead,
guys.
send us a message. Ask us any questions you may want. We'll do a video about it. Yeah, absolutely. Because we love sitting here discussing things with you guys and nerding out. Because who doesn't love nerding out?
Yeah. Nerdgasms for days, guys. Nerdgasms for days. But don't, that's not a weird thought. But, we'll see you guys later. Bye, everybody.
Peace out.
Have fun. Laters.